Hello Soul Family, welcome to Alchemy Mystic Healing Messages. Today we're going to try out our first Freestyle Friday to see what messages the collective needs to know at this time. Anything that needs to be addressed that may not fit into the context of the other messages that I do throughout the week. This will not be for any specific zodiac sign. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever this message finds you is when you are meant to receive it. Please utilize your discernment and only take the messages that resonate with you. If you are in need of any additional assistance or support on your spiritual healing and or self-improvement journeys, I am also available for distant Reiki Therapy services. If you would like to learn more about Reiki Therapy, how it may benefit you, and details on the services I provide, all of that information can be found on the channel's community tab. If you stick around to the end of the message, I will let you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki therapy session. Alright you guys, let's see what kind of healing messages the universe has for you today. Today we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, which is the first time that I'm doing this on this channel, at least for Freestyle Friday. I'm going to see how you guys like it, whether you're receptive to it, whether this is something that you prefer over the other spreads that I do that are a bit more in depth, but they move a little slower. They move a lot slower. So at the heart of the reading we have the Page of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You guys may be embarking upon something new. You may have found a new level of freedom in your life. You may have gotten out of a situation that felt oppressive is what I'm getting. You might be on a new adventure. You might be traveling. You might be starting to work on a new project or a new idea, or looking for a new sense of inspiration. Crossing this energy, either to support it or to get in the way of it, for it to be a challenge for you, is the Ten of Pentacles. So I don't know if we are on a search for an idea or an inspiration that can bring us to the Ten of Pentacles, or on the flip side, there's a possibility that family may be in the way of this freedom, may be in the way of you wanting to explore, of you wanting to go on this adventure, is what I'm getting. Could be one of the two. Please take what resonates. Let's see what's in the subconscious energy. No. Let's see. We have the King of Wands. Alright, so that definitely aligns with this Page of Wands. King of Wands is Leo energy. In your subconscious, you're wanting to get or regain or gain control over your life. I said with the Page of Wands that there's a possibility that you may be feeling oppressed in a particular situation, possibly by family. This Ten of Pentacles could also be a job situation, maybe a large corporation that has a strong financial backing, or that is strong financially, right, and allows you to sustain yourself, right? There's, for lack of a better word, a bit of a codependent relationship, which most of us have with our employers, right? We depend upon them to provide us with a job so that we can sustain ourselves. Nonetheless, with this King of Wands energy, there is a desire within your subconscious to create a life where you are in control of your time, of your energy, how things are done, where you go, what you do, who you're around, is what I'm getting. And so you're trying to figure out where to start, or you are at a starting point with this Page of Wands energy. You may not fully be in control, but you are definitely taking whatever necessary steps to get this ball rolling, right? You are starting wherever you are with whatever you know. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles sideways. I hope you guys seen it flip out, right? So I just flipped it how it came out. Knight of Pentacles sideways is saying, especially with this Ten of Pentacles being here, not like your money was slow, but it was slow, and the plan that was attached to it wasn't even a solid plan, is what I'm getting. Because the Knight of Pentacles is usually moving forward on a very specific plan, and they're willing to follow through with it because they can see the vision long term, right? The Knight of Pentacles is who turns into our Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles being Virgo energy, Nine of Pentacles also being Virgo energy. It may be that in whichever Ten of Pentacles situation you were in, that you may have had a long-term plan and something came in and interrupted this plan. Something made you realize that it wasn't going to get you where you wanted to be. Maybe you wanted to get somewhere faster. Maybe you felt like you had been putting in hard work for such a long period of time that it just wasn't making sense. There's something about it where you were like, let me bring this to a halt. Let me stop this horse because this horse don't want to move no way, right? This is the slowest moving knight in the deck based upon this horse moving pretty slow. Crowning this energy, speaking about slow moving horses, is the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. You're like, no, let's speed this up. Let's speed this all the way up. And so the Knight of Swords for me is my Proclamation of Independence card. It is also emphasizing what I said about the Page of Wands as well as the King of Wands, breaking free from oppressive situations. So you brought something to a complete stop. What's interesting is both the Knight of Pentacles Virgo and Knight of Swords Gemini are both Mercury energy. One is more of a thinking energy with the Knight of Pentacles, more of a planning energy, and the Knight of Swords is more of an outward expression of what is going on internally, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is internalizing the idea. The Knight of Swords is externalizing maybe the idea, maybe the feeling, right? So the Knight of Pentacles, maybe that's why they're sideways. They are choosing to no longer internalize what's going on, and they are now putting this energy outward, because maybe they're realizing that they are moving at a slow pace when they come to their finances, not because of a lack of a plan or a poor plan, but because they have this Ten of Pentacles energy blocking them. And so now they are going against the energy that is blocking them, oppressing them, slowing them down, emphasized by this near future energy of the Seven of Wands, Leo energy, right? Where there's now this need and understanding that certain boundaries need to be put up, certain level of protection needs to be put around oneself, right? Some distance needs to be put between you and this Ten of Pentacles energy, whether that's family, whether that's a business, whether that's business partners, whether that's even the person that you married and the family that you created. Whatever it might be, you are now realizing that that Ten of Pentacles energy is what's keeping you from living in your own power and exercising your own power and having a level of autonomy in your own life to say, this is what I'm doing today, this is how I'm going to do it, this is where I'm going to go. And quite frankly, I would prefer that no one try to stop me. But you're realizing that people may have been trying to stop you. It seems to be an awakening, right? So that Page of Wands could sometimes be a message. And so maybe that is also what that might be. It might be like a bulb going off in your mind, like, something isn't right, right? Like maybe you had a chance to go away. I know a lot of times when we go on vacations and we come back, we have a new sense of awareness. We have fresh eyes looking at a situation. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, that you leave and come back, you have fresh eyes and you're like, well, why is this like this? And why is that like that? And hold up, wait, right? Like you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You're like, nah, this isn't adding up, especially when you have something to reflect your energy off of, right? You get an escape, you get this vacation, as I said in the example, and you have this lightness about you, you have this freedom about you, and it is such a shift from maybe the situation that you're used to on a regular basis. So when you go back into that situation that isn't serving you, and you realize, you know, the lightness is being constricted, or the joy that you had is being constricted, and it becomes a lot more clear where that energy is being directed from, because you can feel your shift as you interact with these people, as you get into these environments. I hope that's making sense to you guys. Let's take a look at your internal environment, or the internal influences within you, your external influences, the hopes and fears, as well as the final outcome for this particular situation. A couple more shuffles and we shall see. Alright, so internal environment is judgment. You're calling judgment on the situation, people, places, and circumstances. Pluto energy, also associated with Scorpio. External environment is the Ten of Swords. Gemini energy, because there was a betrayal, going back to that Knight of Swords. You saying, no, this is not going to happen. Ace of Wands in the hopes and fears, fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Wow. And Justice as the outcome, Libra energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Cups. So your desire is to be in a situation where you are appreciated, where you are accepted for who you are, as you are. But first you have to be in your authentic self. People can't love the person that they can't see, and they won't be able to see that person if you are being blocked by a family or a set of people, a group of people, whatever it might be. Nonetheless, you are calling judgment, right? This could be a combination of you stepping into your calling and recognizing that in order to step into this calling, in order to step into this new life, you are needing to release other people, other energies, other circumstances, or at the very least protect your energy from these various situations, because with this external energy, they are intentionally trying to betray you. Not only betray you, they are projecting truths onto you that are not your truths, is what I get with the Ten of Swords, right? They are wanting you to live by a certain standard, a thought process, a belief system that does not take you closer to where you want to be. It does not take you to your highest level of abundance. It doesn't align you with the right partnerships. It doesn't align you with your happiness, with your joy, with your soul tribe, with this Ten of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, right? And the hopes and fears is the Ace of Wands. You having this new passionate beginning. We have the Page of Wands and we have the King of Wands. So you're very much focused on reigniting that passion within you. You've been in this Knight of Pentacles, working very hard, working very diligently, being very responsible type of energy, and it is something that you want to release because you're realizing that it is not integrating a part of you where you have this spark within you, where you are moving even from your heart center. King of Wands, Leo energy is a very heart-centered energy, right? Doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about, doing what brings you a sense of joy. And so it is your hope, but it is also their fear, whomever the they may be, that is in this Ten of Pentacles energy. Maybe because they don't have their own joy, maybe because they are also very materially focused is what I'm getting, right? And so they may have sacrificed their own happiness and joy once upon a time, their own I'm getting joie de vivre, joy of life. Interesting that came up. I took French for 6 years, but I am not necessarily a French speaker, so that is very interesting that just came up. Maybe it is joie de vivre, V-I-E. Nonetheless, they are missing that, is what I'm getting, which is why they don't want you to be able to access it within yourself. Maybe because it takes away their credibility of the happiness that they may try to portray to other people. And so if you live in that energy authentically, it will cause people to question what whether or not they are living in their authenticity, if that makes any sense. Then we have justice as the outcome. Justice, as I said before, is Libra energy. It is currently Libra season. Happy birthday to all the Libras out there. And the moon that we had in Aries, which was the full moon that happened earlier in Libra season, if I am not mistaken, it was the harvest moon. It is because whatever seeds we have been planting throughout the last year, it is now the time for us to reap these seeds. It may not be the past year. It may just be from Aries season, potentially. I don't honestly know the details of it, but I do know that it is time to reap the harvest of what we've been putting in, the energy that we've been putting out into the universe. And so if people have been putting energy into blocking you, if they have been putting energy into stopping you, into keeping you from pursuing what is in your heart's desires, from keeping you from being autonomous in your energy, making decisions that make you happy, trying to keep you oppressed or restricted in any manner, that is the energy that they are going to be reaping in this season. And with you, if you have been working towards pursuing your happiness, getting into your calling or moving towards your calling, getting on your path, that is the energy that you will be reaping, right? With this justice energy being here, because the universe will understand that that is the energy that you choose to be in. I was speaking about the heart chakra, and here with our ancestor message from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck, we have high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss as our ancestor message. And it says, this card taps into the blissful oneness we feel as we drop our edges and protective containers. This is the place where we feel held and seen, enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the eternal part of you. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune, for illuminating perspective on how we share, gift, and lift others in our joyful overflow. Consider your purpose by exploring what allows you to give in joy. All right, so that is going once again back to that Page of Wands energy. It's getting into the King of Wands energy. It is also getting into this Ten of Cups energy, right? Communing with others, being in that joyful energy, being in that level of oneness, right? Where the eternal part of one person is connecting with the eternal part of another. So I hope you guys were able to get something from this message. I hope it was able to be a blessing for you. This is what I have for you today. If you resonate with the message, were able to obtain any clarity, or found it to be helpful in any other manner, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to share your comments below, your story within the comments. These expressions of gratitude are not only free for you, they are also going to allow me to develop a deeper connection to your energy. With this deeper connection, I am able to pull messages that are more aligned with your specific situation. I want to thank you guys for being here, and as promised, I have a quick message letting you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki therapy session. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.
If you look in the description box below, the very last link is labeled 30% discount link. When you select it, it will take you to the Alchemy Mystic shop where you can purchase my distant Reiki therapy services. The Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute session will assist you with grounding and protecting your energy. More specifically, it will help to clear energetic residue associated with past traumatic experiences, allowing you to feel less triggered and positioning you to move forward in a more calm, balanced, and empowered state. This service is performed remotely at the date and time that you schedule your appointment. The service can be performed while you are conducting your everyday activities, with the exception of operating a vehicle or any heavy machinery. I look forward to serving you soon.